Hi, I'm Darian Graham-Smith, PC Pro's technical editor.
And I'm Jonathan Bray, PC Pro's reviews editor.
Now this week for Hot Hardware we've got something very exciting. What is it, John?
Well, yeah, Darian, it's the Leap Motion controller. It doesn't look like much, but it's a USB dongle that you plug into your laptop or desktop, and it allows you to control your PC by waving your hand in front of it, basically. It's like touch control, but without touch.
Yes, this has been something that's been trailed for, it feels like forever. We've been hearing about it all year, so I'm quite keen to see how it works in practice. Why don't you show us?
Okay, so the idea is that you place the Leap Motion below your screen, like so, and once you've installed the drivers and the Airspace software, you can then start to point at things with your finger. You can see the small circular icon there floating above the icons. The idea is that you install applications from the Airspace store. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate this first off by playing one of the games. It's called Boom Ball, and it's quite a simple idea, really. The idea is here you get the ball and you poke the ball with your finger, bonk, and then you can move the bat and sort of deflect the ball. It's not entirely smooth. I suspect that's something to do with the amount of light we have here in the studio, because a lot of bright light will confuse the Leap Motion. It needs to be sort of fairly sort of standard office lighting, if you like, or a slightly darkened room would be better. Okay, I'm now going to show you another potential application. It's called CyberScience 3D, and the idea of this is that you can manipulate objects in 3D space without actually touching a surface, without actually touching the screen. A good application of this might be in a medical context, if a doctor wanted to look at an anatomic diagram of something. It's all quite intuitive. That works quite nicely. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you is the Windows 8 control. Now this doesn't come baked into the software. You have to install a little app called Touchless for Windows here, and it adds the ability to touch, click, drag, swipe, all this sort of stuff in Windows 8. And you can get up the All Apps view down there. Now I'm going to go to Internet Explorer, launch that, and you can see here, with the PC Pro website, you can swipe up and down. Tapping is a little bit of a pain because if you don't keep your fingers still, it sort of skips off to the side, drags things around by accident. But you get the idea. I mean, it sort of works, but it needs a lot of work.
So there's clearly a lot of potential there, but yes, it looks a bit fiddly for the likes of you and me to use every day.
Yes, well, I've been using it for the last couple of days on my desktop, and to be honest with you, I keep going back to my mouse and my touchpad that I have on the desk, because basically, although it works well for its dedicated apps, it doesn't work particularly well for Windows pointing. That may be down to the drivers and the options in the drivers, which make it very fiddly to point at, but right now it's not quite there, unfortunately.
No, but I do like the idea, and we have been saying that if the future is touch, what happens to all the laptops and desktops that don't have touch? So I like the idea that maybe, the next version, one after that, could be a very, very desirable solution, but perhaps not just yet. Click to subscribe to our YouTube channel and come back every Wednesday for new Hot Hardware videos.